We're here with the Western Washington University Vikings, who were victorious today over Simon Fraser 72-69 in a quarterfinal game in the GNAC Championships, hosted right here in Carver Gymnasium. To our left is Anna Schwecke, a junior post player from Evergreen, Colorado. To the right, Avery Dykstra, a freshman guard from Linden, Washington. And in the middle is 28th year head coach Carmen Dolfo. Coach, if you can go ahead and start off with a statement about your team's performance getting the 72-69 win over Simon Fraser today.
Well, I think, we were really focused on defense, and as Simon Fraser being such a good three-point shooting team, we wanted to get out on their threes. And I think we did for the most part. Second half, we had a little lull where we came out, and I think that it almost seemed like we were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. And I think once we settled in, I think that helped us a lot.
You answered the big run by Simon Fraser, their 17-0 run with some key plays. Anna had a three-point play that kind of swung the momentum, and then another freshman, Katrina Jamaica, hit a big three. Talk about stopping that run and just kind of getting back pointed in the right direction.
Well, we struggled with that a little bit. We're young, and that's something we struggled with all year. And so it was really exciting for us to be able to come back out of that run and not stay in that place that it was a little tough for a while, but we came back out of it. And I think they played together, and instead of trying to do it by themselves and try and pull ourselves out of it, I thought they did a really good job of finding the open person and what was there.
Avery, your defensive pressure today was key, but you also had a big game on offense, especially in that first quarter. Talk about what was working today and how you guys were to free up and kind of get some more scoring out of the guards.
Just the main thing was seeing what they were giving us. If they were doubling Anna for some, so we were kicking it out to the guard, but when they weren't finding her, and then just going into the basket.
And another big game against Simon Fraser. How were you able to kind of step up there in the second half and you're a little bit more productive because they weren't doubling you as much? What was working for you in the second half?
Yeah, recognizing that they weren't doubling, because the first half they were. So the guards were getting it in. They were super effective in telling me when I was being doubled and when I wasn't. So yeah, I kind of have to give it to the guards because my back is to the defense, so I can't tell who's there. So yeah, so having them help me out.
You guys played a home game today in the Road Blues. Pretty good crowd for an afternoon game at Carver Gym. How exciting was that to play a home postseason game for you guys?
Super exciting.
So a lot of
so
fun.
Nice to be at home and have our community at our back. So
perfect. You guys tomorrow are going to play Northwest Nazarene. Not looking ahead too much, but you guys are going to get some rest tonight and shoot around tomorrow. And I'm going to open up questions here. I think Doug Lang from the Doug Lang Network is going to ask some questions.
Coach, talk to me about your depth, because some foul trouble late in the contest. Saw you rotating in a lot of players. It certainly paid some dividends down the stretch.
Well, both our point guards got in foul trouble tonight, and early foul trouble. And that's where Avery, I feel like, really did a fabulous job of it. She had to play that point guard, which she hasn't a lot. She did in high school, but hasn't a lot with us. And I thought she handled the pressure, and she did it with poise, and so that helped a lot. And our bench is deep. At one point, I looked on the floor, and I said, Stace, we have freshmen and sophomores on the floor, but you couldn't tell. And I think that they've matured a lot this year and helped us a lot, and so that depth does help.
Avery, to that end, you've played in some huge games that luckily enough I was able to call back in the day in high school. How much did that prepare you for this first playoff experience with the Vikings?
It was fun. Just the same feelings that I felt before. Having experienced that helped me prepare for this game, so definitely.
Anna, can you talk about what obviously they double teamed you incredibly in that first half, limited the amount of entry passes that were coming into you. How frustrated were you to not get those touches? Obviously you've gone off against Simon Fraser, and how nice was it to be able to get those passes, get those looks in the second half?
Yeah, it was frustrating in the first half, especially because in the past they haven't doubled much. So we knew that they were going to probably double this game, so I was expecting that. But yeah, to not have them double so much in the second half was nice. But yeah, the rest of the team stepped up so much in the first half when they couldn't really use the post that much.
Coach, the dreaded media question, no time to celebrate this one. NNU coming up tomorrow, what kind of problems did they present?
Well, they're very balanced. They all can score. They get up and down the court quickly. They press. They play with a lot of enthusiasm. They're a ton of seniors. So, but we're at home and we have nothing to lose, and I think we just want to go out and play as hard as we can. And we felt like we've just had two bad periods when we've played them in the past, and so if we can play a 40-minute game, we feel that good things can happen.
Coach Carmen Dolfo, Anna Schwecke, Avery Dykstra, congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.